Welcome back to PT's RC Need for Speed. Coming at you from inside a trailer this time. Pretty nice in here, out of the sun. We're here with Mike Marler. Thank you for your time. So we're just going to start off here. Last night, that was a pretty crazy race going on with Tanner English. So any thoughts or anything on that?
It was a fun race for sure. That's what it's all about. We swapped the lead a couple times, and we had an awesome race. So I was able to had a caution there late. He pretty much was probably going to win, and we had a caution. I got one more shot at it and squeaked by him there at the end. And been another lap, he'd probably beat me back. So it was a fun race.
All right. So what's your racing number?
157.
Is there a reason why that's your number?
Well, I just wanted the three-digit. My dad was 57, and I wanted the three-digit number because I was going to races back in the day when I used to race UMP Modifieds. They would be 200-300 cars at one race, so I wanted to have something unique.
What is the first car you ever owned, road legal?
Well, we had a salvage yard, and I had an old Toyota Tercel that I ran around the salvage yard. It was road legal, but I wasn't road legal at that time, so I had to drive it off-road.
Hey, whatever works, works. Besides yourself, who is your favorite race car driver?
It's hard to say that. There's so many different disciplines, and definitely, we race with Larson a lot, man. He's unbelievable as far as talent goes, to get in all the different stuff he does. So current day, I think he's the best at it for sure.
Pepsi or Coke?
Depends on what day it is. Pepsi today.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
What was the name of your first pet?
We used to have a dog when I was a kid. His name was Headache.
I think that's the best name I've heard today. What is your fast food place of choice?
I like Chipotle pretty good.
All right, that's a new one. Who's your favorite band or artist?
I got so many of them, but I don't know. I like probably George Strait's The Legend, but I like a lot of rock stuff too.
Oh yeah. What is the farthest you've ever traveled for a race?
I went to New Zealand. That's pretty good ways.
That is a ways away, and at this point, I don't even need to ask if that's that far. But where are you from that would be such a long distance?
I live in Tennessee. That's where I grew up and live now. And but we race we go to Arizona, New Mexico, Arizona in the winter, Florida in the winter, and then we go as far as north as North Dakota, and as far east as New York, and far west as Arizona. So in Arizona and New Mexico. So pretty good ways. We cover it all.
If racing never existed, what would you do with your time?
Growing up, I liked basketball awful well. I'd probably do that as a hobby.
All right. Do you prefer a bull ring or a half mile?
I like the half miles.
Is there a reason why?
It's just fun to have all that speed, and most of the time, you load your car up in one piece, and if you don't, it's usually in 100 pieces.
So what's your favorite track?
There's lots of them. Have a lot of fun at Deer Creek. I think it's a pretty good track. There's some ones that's on my list. I-94 looks like an awesome track up in Wisconsin or up in Minnesota. Haven't got a race on it yet. It looks pretty cool. And then Lernerville's a really cool one. There's bunches and bunches of them. They're all none my favorite, but there's a list I like to go to.
What got you started in racing?
Me and my dad used to go when I was a kid and spectate, and then he ended up buying him an old Camaro, and we started racing it, and one thing led to another, and here we are.
Hey, it works. So you're a late model driver. If you win the Prairie Dirt Classic, what would you do with the money, $50,000, after paying bills and taxes and all that stuff?
Well, we just save it up for a rainy day, and I'm sure we'll get to spend it someday. Right now, we're so busy racing, we just race, and but we try to do as good as we can and stockpile it all the time.
That's a pretty good decision to make. One that I probably wouldn't. I just go out and spend it on more racing stuff. Now, you're made the king of dirt racing everywhere. Everything that races on dirt. What is one rule you would add, take away, or change?
I would, when I seen somebody bring a caution out, then they ruined a good race because they were a bit selfish and wanted to go in the pit and work on their car, I would just ban them for life.
Seems a little bit harsh, but you do you. We'll let you keep your answer. 10 laps to go and there's a caution, and you're on pole. in your dream situation, where's your perfect groove to race to the checkered flag?
Well, it just all depends on what the track's doing, but I tend to be able to run the cushion more easily than anywhere else. So there's a little more room for forgiveness, even though it don't look like it. They are. So probably if you could just run the cushion out for 10 more laps and collect a big win, that would be the easiest way.
All right. We'll end it off with these last two here. Do you have anybody you'd like to give a shout out to or to thank for today?
Well, I'd just like to think, man, that list could go on forever. There's people all through my life that's helped me, but currently, we got our team owner Ronnie Delk and our crew, Josh and Jerry and Stacy and Allie and all of our sponsors. We got great sponsors on our team, Rockets and Tri Rivers and Mesilla Valley Trucking and Can-Am and Longhorn, Bill Stein, just so many. So we're fortunate to have a lot of support.
Oh yeah. And then where can fans find you on social media?
I've got a Twitter page and we got a Facebook page, MikeMarler.com on the internet, or as far as the website goes, and then Mike Marler Racing on Twitter. So.
Alrighty, thank you for your time, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in to PT's RC Need for Speed. Stay tuned for the rest of the day for more news from Fairbury. See you next time.